Okay, this video is going to demonstrate how to isolate a bitmap from its background. So if you look at this object I've got right here, this is, I click on it, the whole thing's been selected. So it's a picture, it's a bitmap, which is a really good bitmap. So I want to use it when I print. I don't want to use the vectorized one, but I don't want all the white either. So so let's say I'm making a sticker, or in this case, I'm going to make a refrigerator magnet. And so this is what I want to do. I've got my nudge set on 4 inches, and I've got this selected, and I'll just show you. If I hit the right mouse button, it moves over 4 inches. I moved it back. Let's go to Trace Bitmap. Select it, go to Trace Bitmap. Go to Outline Trace, and you'll see the different options. I've tried several of these. Some work better than others, depending on what you're trying to trace. In this instance, I found out that detailed logo works the best. So I'm going to click that, and I'm going to make this bigger so you can kind of see what's going on. Down here at the bottom, it starts scanning it, or doing its tracing, and this is a Power Trace program. You can see the progress up to 40, and it pauses for a minute. It depends on what your resolution of your bitmap is to how fast this works. And this takes a little longer, but no, it's not too bad. So there it is. It's this first pass. It's got 152 colors. It did a pretty good job, but you see this white in here. I don't want the white in there. Well, to get rid of that, you come over here to the background color, and click on that and go down to color from the entire image and click that. And you'll see here the white disappears in the middle. That's exactly what I want. But also, this is a little, I'm afraid it may be a little jaggy around here because it only did it at 59% detail. Well, I'm just going to click that up to 100% and let it redo it again. You can go down here to the progress again and wait for it to get to 100. And there you see the details. So you got a little extra background holes in it, so much better. So I'm going to zoom back out. Now I'm using the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. So that's what we want. I'm going to click OK. So you wonder where it is. Well, it's right on top of it, and it is selected. So if I hit my right mouse button to nudge it over 4 inches, you'll notice, so I've got this yellow background. You can kind of tell where the background of the picture is and where it's not. So now you see I've got rid of all of that white. But you also see that this, I could print this, but it's not near as good as the bitmap. So that's why I want to use this to be able to cut this out and get rid of the white. Still have a bitmap, but not any of the white back outside. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've got this selected. I'm going to go up here to Object, come down to Shaping, come over to Boundary, and click Boundary. And it takes it for a little bit. You can see my hourglass working here. So here in a minute, it will pop up an outline. And it's going to put this outline around just the outside edges. Well, it got some of the inside edges too because of the way it was configured. But don't worry about that. We don't have all of this stuff selected. So we've got the outline and outline around everything. Well, I don't want it cut that close. I want it to cut it out here a little ways. So let's put a contour on it. Now my contour is over here in the docking station. If you don't see it on the right hand side in a bar like this, then go over here to Effects, come down to Contour, and this check mark is telling me that mine is already open over here on the right hand side. You can either hit Control F9 to pop it up, or you can click this, or in my case, I'm going to click here on the right hand side. So open up the contour. I want to make sure that it's the outside contour. I'm going to do it one step. I'm going to do 0.04 inches. I'm going to do rounded corners. And the outline, it really don't matter what color. I'm going to go ahead and leave it this color. The fill, it doesn't matter right now either, so let's leave it like that and hit apply. Again, it's going to take a little bit to figure it out. But you see what it did? Now it's come outside of that, outside of the red, and it's made a contour around it. So I'm going to break that. I'm going to go over here to Object, break contour apart, which is also Control K. And it's still selected, so I'm going to nudge that back over 4 inches with my left arrow button. And there it is. Oh, take that back. Let's go back. So it brought them both. All I want is the contour. So I'm going to select, I broke it apart, so I'm going to just select the contour and move it over. So now you see it. And it's a hairline, so it's cuttable with my laser. That will cut out. But to print it, I don't want to print this white either. I mean, I know the white won't print, but I want the same shape and everything, so it's easier to line up when I make my magnet. So I'm going to select both of these. And now I'm going to come up here, and you see this little arrow here, or this icon that says intersect. So I click intersect, and then I'm going to arrow down, and that got that piece out of there. And then if you click the outline, the contour, you can arrow it down, and let's arrow it over to the right arrow. So now also I want these words in there. So I'm going to come down with this. I'm just nudging these over and down. And that looks cool, but it's a little hard to read. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. This is going to be our print. This is what we're going to print to put on our board that we're going to cut out. So I'm going to select the word Tropical Costa Rica. And I'm going to come back over here to contour. And this time, when I click apply, it's going to make the contour with a fill of white. See how it pops? Let's do the same thing with this one. So now it's much easier to read. So as a wrap up, this is nearly finished. This is what I'm going to print. A page of these, let's say 6 to a page. And this is what I'm going to cut out from my board that I'm going to use as the magnet. The only difference, so since it's dye sublimation, I've got to select all of that, and I've got to mirror it. So it's going to print backwards, but by the time when I put it face to face with this, it's going to be forward again. So basically that is how you prepare to make a magnet. Hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe, share this with other people, and give me some comments on what you might want to see next, or if you see something I did that should be done differently, let me know that. Again, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.